Hey, how's it going? I hope you're ready for an interesting chat today. We all have those days where challenges feel like mountains, right? But what if I told you that those very challenges could be the catalyst for your greatest growth? That's right. If you're looking for a little push to tackle life's waves, you're in the right place. And don't forget to subscribe, because together, we're going to explore these paths. Stick with me until the end of this video. I have a feeling you're going to discover something amazing about yourself. Ready to get started? Let's do this. The importance of standing firm in the face of life's challenges is something we all must confront. Each of us encounters obstacles that can seem insurmountable. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher emperor, teaches us something powerful. The obstacles in our way aren't just there to challenge us, but to guide us forward. He believed that within every difficulty lies an opportunity. This mindset changes everything. When we face problems, it's like standing in front of a complex puzzle. Initially, it seems difficult, maybe even impossible, but with patience and determination, we begin to piece it together until the full picture emerges. The sense of accomplishment when the puzzle is complete is incredible, isn't it? That's exactly what Marcus Aurelius meant. Each challenge is a piece of the larger puzzle of our life. We might not understand where each piece fits at the moment, but each one has its place and importance. When we overcome an obstacle, it's like finding the right place for one of those intricate pieces. Imagine that each time you overcome a challenge, you're building a stronger version of yourself. Each problem solved and each obstacle overcome gives you more strength and confidence. So, the next time you face a challenge, remember, it's not a sign to stop. It's actually a sign that you're on the right path. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and become even stronger. Now think about something challenging you right now. See it not as an insurmountable wall, but as a door that, when opened, will bring you closer to who you can become. Is it hard? It might be. But is it possible? Absolutely. Remember, you have everything you need within you to face whatever comes your way. Each challenge is an opportunity to prove to yourself what you're capable of. So, take a deep breath, step forward, and face it. The path ahead is yours to tread, and believe me, you're ready for it. Focusing on yourself and practicing Stoic virtues can lead to a fulfilling, meaningful life. There's a principle that shines like a guiding star in our journey: focusing on yourself and practicing Stoic virtues. These ideas, stemming from ancient wisdom, still resonate with surprising clarity in today's world. They invite us to look inward and recognize the immense power that lies in our ability to choose to act with wisdom, courage, and temperance. Life, with all its ups and downs, offers us a stage where we can practice these virtues daily. But what does this really mean? Simply put, it means living consciously, choosing our actions based on what is right and good, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. It means acknowledging our fears and facing them with courage, finding balance in our desires and passions, and seeking wisdom to differentiate what we can change from what we cannot. This path isn't about grand gestures or monumental achievements. It's about the small choices we make every day. It's about how we respond to traffic, how we treat our coworkers, how we manage our time and energy. Every moment is an opportunity to practice virtue and to be the best version of ourselves. But how do we maintain focus on ourselves without becoming selfish? This is where Stoic wisdom shines. It teaches us to understand what is within our control. We may not have power over external events, but we have complete mastery over how we react to them. This understanding frees us, allowing us to accept what is beyond our reach and focus on what we can truly change: our actions, our responses, our thoughts. The invitation is for a deep dive into self-awareness, recognizing our weaknesses and working to turn them into strengths. It's an invitation to live authentically, seeking not the approval of others, but the inner peace that comes from living according to our deepest values. Imagine then what your life would be like if every day you practiced a little more courage, facing your fears. What if you sought balance, saying no to excess and yes to what truly matters? And what if every day you strove to learn something new, to expand your understanding of the world and yourself? These are the questions that, by asking them, we begin the true journey toward a fulfilling and meaningful life. It's not a journey completed overnight, but rather a path that unfolds with every conscious step we take. Now let's talk about something that, believe it or not, makes a huge difference in the way we live: our power of choice. It's fascinating to realize that even when everything around us seems out of control, we still hold the reins of something very important: how we react to all of it. Think about how many times you've worried about things that, in the end, were completely out of your reach. The weather, what others think. How often did that really help? Here's the interesting thing. Even when we can't change a situation, we can always choose our attitude towards it. This is practical, not just a nice idea. It's about taking a moment to think, okay, this is happening. I can't change it, but how can I deal with it in the best way possible? This isn't about ignoring problems, but rather facing them with a mindset that puts us in charge of our reactions. And what about getting to know yourself? That's quite a journey. It's like becoming a detective of your own life, observing and learning about what truly motivates you and what makes you react in certain ways. Believe me, the more you know yourself, the better you understand how to navigate this world. Here's the cherry on top. All this helps us live more harmoniously. It's not about fighting against the world, but finding your place in it, discovering how you can contribute positively, whether for yourself or others. So, here's a challenge. The next time something doesn't go as planned, instead of stressing out, ask yourself, how can I deal with this in a constructive way? And who knows, before long you might start getting to know yourself better and discovering new ways to face life. Courage sounds like a big word, doesn't it? But you don't need to think of it as something only for superheroes or moments of great danger. Courage is something we live in our daily lives. It's the strength that gets us out of bed on tough mornings, pushes us to try something new, face a problem, or admit a mistake. You see, facing adversity, the unknown, our own limitations and failures, that takes a lot of courage. I'm not just talking about facing a great fear. I'm talking about the day-to-day things, like deciding to tell the truth even when it might not be what the other person wants to hear, or stopping to look inside ourselves, acknowledging our own mistakes, and learning from them. Having courage is also knowing that we will face challenges and difficulties, but choosing to stand firm. It's like knowing the road ahead is tough, but deciding to move forward because we feel it's the right thing to do. It's not easy. Sometimes it may even feel like we're swimming against the current, but that's exactly where courage shines. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's about what we do even when we're afraid. It's that inner voice that tells us, yes, this is scary, but I am stronger than my fear. And that is powerful. It transforms us and helps us grow. Think about the opportunities courage brings us. Every time we face something with courage, we're giving ourselves the chance to demonstrate our virtue and become better. That's amazing, because with every challenge we face, every time we overcome our fears, we grow stronger and more resilient. So, how about looking at courage in a new way? Not as something reserved for big moments, but as a constant presence in our lives. A force that propels us to live more authentically, face our fears, and grow from them. And remember, courage doesn't mean doing everything alone. Asking for help is also an act of courage. Admitting that we don't know something and wanting to learn more is courage. So let's bring courage into our daily lives, face our challenges, learn from our failures, and grow from them, because in the end, that's what moves us forward. If you're finding value in our content, please subscribe and leave a comment. Did you know that only 7% of our channel viewers have subscribed? So, help me spread this wisdom further. Let's continue with temperance. In a world where excess seems to be the norm, where the relentless pursuit of more keeps us away from happiness, an ancient yet incredibly relevant concept emerges: temperance. Yes, this term might remind us of dusty books and old philosophies, but it holds a powerful secret to a full and balanced life. Temperance might sound like a complex word, but its meaning is simple and profoundly transformative. It's about self-control, moderation, and balance in everything we do. Picture your life as a boat sailing through the ocean. Temperance is the rudder that allows us to maintain our course, avoiding extremes, whether storms of excess or doldrums of deprivation. The Stoics, masters of antiquity, saw in this principle not just a virtue, but a path to happiness. They teach us that living in harmony with nature and accepting the world as it is allows us to manage our desires and avoid the excesses that often divert us from true satisfaction. But how do we apply temperance to our daily lives? Start small, in the food we choose, the time we spend on social media, the way we work and rest. It's a constant exercise of asking ourselves, is this really necessary? If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on philosophy, personal growth, and living wisely.